This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Sooners offense as they take control of the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This is what we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Sooners are marching down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game. And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch, but this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Aaron Philo. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Gators send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
And the try is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. On the move, it's Pryor. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got him in the flat. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, sometimes these receivers / running backs just make you look good. 3rd down, everything covered. Nice defensive coverage, drop back, taking away option one, taking away option two.
There's a crease. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. The give on the counter. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. It'll be 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Montgomery. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? Trying to do it on the ground. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job. This receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Lets it fly. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Gets rid of it. Makes a grab over the middle. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's a give to Robinson. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Using his legs, it's Robinson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires into the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Finds his man. It's Stockton. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This will likely be the last play of the half. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 3 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Georgia coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Now over to your game inside the swamp. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's going to get loose. Touchdown Sooners! Stealing a score on special teams.
They kick it. Your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the run, it's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They want to run this quarterback. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Hands it off on the counter. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Xavier again. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff to Xavier. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang-tacked.
He makes a grab, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest, but there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, they have flipped this game in the third quarter quickly. They've got hot, man. Both sides of the football working together, getting stops. The offense now, Palmer, putting another touchdown drive together. They are in fuego.
Yeah, you got to give their coaching staff, David, credit as well, because they made some really good adjustments at halftime. They were having some trouble in the first half. They've tweaked some things schematically, both on offense and defense. And you're right, they look like a completely different team here in the second half.
1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Finds his man. And the defense drags him down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw it again. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires left. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, everybody is so excited about the way the defense is performing. They have been in the top 10. They're really excited about their
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Robinson again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
3rd and 6 yards to go. To throw, it's Mateer. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Here's a give to Robinson. Got enough for the 1st. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Could be an Allen. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's Xavier Robinson. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Bring in the heat. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College. This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Nice, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the football first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless path.
Makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. He'll do it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Inside, it's Lacey, and he's knocked down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. And what a duel this should be. Two of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Two outstanding quarterbacks going head-to-head in this one, Dave. And both of these guys had opportunities either to go to the league or transfer in the portal. They were offered lots of money. They decided to stay at their respective schools, knowing that this matchup was going to happen. And these are two guys right now jockeying for individual awards. They're jockeying for draft position. More than that, though, they want to get to the playoff and compete for a national championship.
Two alphas, right? Like two guys that are the dudes for their squad. They know it. They've been on these teams. They're the leader of their teams. How do they handle this big-time moment? Who presses? Who tries to do too much and maybe cost their team a little? Both these guys have been great. This is a big stage.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to Xavier. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Under fire. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Lacey. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Rebels want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. They'll go with Robinson. Across the 35. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run with Robinson. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you...
Maybe a crease. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Creates a little space. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down? Needs it to keep this drive alive. And some great fourth down defense against the run. Hand off from the shotgun. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got it down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Makes a man miss. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Lacey. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Still on his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. On the run, it's Lacey. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Caught! Oh, what a cut! And he will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 15 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Eagles, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Finds the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
This offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
Snags it and he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
There's some room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll run it. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will put them up here in the second half. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten hit hurt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mateer. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On target over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Complete downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab, it's Lacey. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Right back to him on the ground. Knees knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthen their position. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football like it makes.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Touchdown, Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score. Extra point here will give them the lead.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds us back in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires complete on the crosser. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Fires to the right. Rolls it in. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Robinson. Got a little press. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Robinson one more time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds his target down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Avant. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like, and for more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Touchdown, Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Lacey.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking for room. It's Lacy. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Fourth down, got to have it here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down now. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the ball. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.